everybody. And thank you for my tissues. I'd like to welcome you all to the christening that we all knew about, and also a little wedding that most of you didn't know about. I'd like to say how beautiful my daughter looked today. It's happening. And I'd like to welcome Terry to the family. Even though he'd welcomed himself before we, and give me 2 more grandchildren before he married my daughter. But they're a beautiful couple. We love them to bits. And I'd like you all to raise your glasses to the bride and groom, Kirsty and Terry. God bless them. And I'm sorry I haven't cried, but I do love them. So, thank you very much. Manny, it's all yours.
Go, Glenn over Trump. Don't cry, Terry. Good shape, that. Don't cry.
Welcome everybody to Theo and Poppy's christening. And if anyone is still to cotton on to mine and Kirsty's wedding. Lots of people had a funny feeling something was going on. Many were certain we were plotting a wedding. It was all over social media and the rumours were rife. A special mention must therefore go to Kirsty's side of the family, who had absolutely no idea. Since being invited 6 months ago, Kirsty's family have tomorrow booked a holiday. Tonight, on their way to a James concert, and this afternoon, on their way to see Barnsley versus Walsall in the League One semi-final. But in that particular case, we can all agree that some things are more important than others. Actually, Jake's still here, actually, so far. It's 2-0. Thank you to everyone for coming to join us for our family's very special day, particularly those who have come from far afield. We've got people from uphill and down Dale. We've folk from London, Manchester, Middlesbrough, and even Bradford with us here today. We can all agree that's very, very special. I sound very Yorkshire on this thing. Thank you to Ker's parents, Deb and Glenn, and to her grandparents, Derek and Margaret, for bringing Ker up to be such a fun and caring person who has turned into a great mommy to our children. She never fails to make us happy and loved every single day, and I know how lucky I am to be part of her world, and I promise to look after her now that she's Mrs. Michael. I'd like to thank my own parents, Terry and Wendy, for bringing me up to be, as Kirsty described me last week, a grumpy sod. But seriously, you've always given everything you have to your kids and worked your socks off to provide a loving and caring home. I've learned how to be a good parent and a kind person from you, and I hope I can pass the same on to my children. The biggest thanks of all, though, must go to my new wife, Kirsty. I've never met anyone quite like you, with an ability to be liked by everyone you meet. You are beautiful, kind, and fun, as long as it's not too early in the morning. You've taught me to be a better person, and I aspire to be like you in so many ways. Except you are also the messiest person I've ever seen with my own two eyes. But in all seriousness, you're my best friend in the whole wide world, and I love spending every day of my life with you in chaotic bliss. Thank you to our godparents, Kate and Gemma, and for everything you've done for Kirsty over the years. Thank you to Manny and David, my best men and godparents. You've been a great help in keeping me together today. And you've both been great friends to me over the years. You've been leading me astray, and have always looked after me when I inevitably go too far. I've been best man for each of you over the years, and I'd like to remind you that I arranged a very relaxing and tranquil stag do for both of you, and I would appreciate a reciprocal response. Yeah, really. Finally, I'd like to thank my awesome page boy Theo and his beautiful sisters Evie and Poppy, who were bridesmaids today and looked after their mommy and delivered her to the church so beautifully. You each make me so proud every single day, and I love learning more about you and watching you grow. You are, without my doubt, the absolute greatest achievement of my life. And now, and now, without further ado, allow me to introduce to you the main event of the evening. Hailing from Manchester, Lancashire and Halifax, Yorkshire, two heavyweight contenders of the comedy circuit. They consider themselves to be lyrical geniuses and promise a speech to rival Martin Luther King in his heyday. May I present to you my best men, international rugby union star Rehan Rogers-Mansour and British youth karate champion David Stuckey. No pressure, lads. No pressure.
I'm just going to start by saying, me and Stuckey had this really comedy start, and he just bailed on me. So no, we're not doing that now. You just go straight into it. Cheers, Stuckey. Thank you. So yeah, right. As you can tell, I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous.
No pressure.
That's good. Right, anyway, I'm going to start as it says on here. So, afternoon, ladies and gents, boys and girls, and Samba. Well, we thought we'd best say a few words today on this very special occasion. You know, even though Terry did just drop it on us about 4 days ago. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you. Right, anyway. I think you'll all agree it's been a very special double celebration today. Yay! Including the best kept worst secret ever.
Yes.
Now, me and Stuckey, we had a phone call about, like I said, 4 days ago, and we had a really long conversation about how to deliver this. and we came up with an ingenious plan. I'm going to speak, and then he's going to speak. Imaginative, I know.
Good idea.
We've got a laugh, I'm done. Right, anyway, right, so you were all invited about 6 months ago to this christening. And I think the rumours appeared about a day later about the wedding of the year. So, like I said, it's probably the best secret I've ever been involved in. Or should I say non-secret. Right, anyway, enough of that rubbish. Well, we just want to talk about, obviously, the christening first. And the two most important people today, Theo and Poppy. Now, ladies, you've got to agree how stunning Theo looked today. I think the
Stole the show.
yeah, well,
Did you all?
yeah, thanks, cheers, yeah. You got all, yeah. Cheers. Well, I'll just skip ahead now, you just ruined that for me. Anyway, yeah, he's a stunner, isn't he? Yeah, nice one. And Poppy, well, I can't say how, can I? Her walking down the aisle, giving up halfway down, crawling away. Yeah. She's a good one, isn't she? And cheers, I appreciate it. And we've got to mention Eva. She's done a stellar job today, trying to keep her. She's gone. Oh, well, I'm not going to mention it then. It's fine. No, but she's done a great job trying to keep them in control and taking the bouquet and everything. She's making everything go smoothly. She's done a grand job today. And not doing any cartwheels at any point. Well, all I've got to say is I think you'll all agree that Terry and Kirsty have done a fantastic job with them. And long may it continue, eh? Right.
Actually, I don't know how I'm going to follow that on. He's done my bit, look. Anyway, no, I think we have a few more thank yous the rest of the day. The vicar did a great job today. It's not easy to combine two ceremonies in one. The woman did a great job. Sorry, it was a woman. Yeah, right. That's the second time I've been in trouble with the vicar today. Anyway. Yes, no, she did a great job. Not only did she marry my best friend Tel and the beautiful Kirsty, she also christened two special people in Poppy and Theo. This is just getting better. Oh, there's another one. I didn't even have to pay him. Anyway, no, I think it's been an absolutely special day. Got two perfect ceremonies today. Now we're going to go into we'll just tell a little bit about Terry, a little bit about Kirsty, and then we'll have a toast after that. So, Manny's going to go first.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah. Well, I've just got to start by saying a big thank you to all you lot for making the effort to turn up today. Especially those that have come from far afield, made the effort thinking it was a christening. Obviously, you knew it was a wedding, so it doesn't mean as much, does it, when you know it's a wedding? It's not, so it's only a little thank you for turning up. Cheers, appreciate it. Right, well, I'll start with the serious stuff now. I have to say, we're both really honoured that Terry and Kirsty asked us to be godparents to Theo and Poppy, and we just hope we can live up to the task. And obviously,
He's better than you.
I'll give him his money later on, it's fine. God. I'm lost now, anyway. And obviously, we're just as honoured that we were asked to be his best men. I was speechless and I didn't even have to think twice when he asked me. I don't know about David, I think he might have had second thoughts, but... So at that, we're going to say the first toast tonight to the special little ones today. Wealth, health and happiness. I think I'm doing all the speaking tonight. Seems like it. You're right there. Yeah, okay. Right. Anyway, now on to the other little event that happened today. Firstly and mostly important, on behalf of all of us, we'd like to congratulate Mr. and Mrs. Michael. On this fantastic day. I think you'll agree. Anybody else? Go on. I'm fine. I'm gone now. Shouldn't I? Yeah. Cheers. Chris. Oh, you're upside down fish. Anyway, right. Moving on.
Don't let him put you off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not working, is it? Anyway, right, I think you'll all agree they've done an absolute fantastic job today, organising all this in secret. Well, sorry, no, I need to correct that. Kirsty's done a fantastic job today, and Terry's been really good at giving some moral support, I suppose. Well done, mate. Cheers, appreciate it. I'm sure Kirsty does as well.
Terry!
No, you're on your own there. Sit down. Anyway, I'm going to get serious for a little bit longer now. Right, so everybody just calm down, calm down. I just want to say, and I think you will all agree, how stunning Kirsty looks today. I'm done. Yeah. And the two little bridesmaids. Well, I think they made the day. Forget the wedding. It was about them two, wasn't it? Again, right. 2 more toasts. We'll get some more drinks in because you're all not drinking enough. To the gorgeous, the gorgeous bride. Secondly, to the stunning bridesmaids. Right, we're on to Terry now. Jeez, we're getting there.
This might take a while.
Yeah. Now, I think David's going to say the same. There's a lot of stories we can't really tell you about Terry today. Right, anyway, on to Terry. I met Terry when I was at school, obviously, so we're talking good, what, 10 years ago? Maybe 20 years, yeah. Anyway, we went to Cross Leeds together. I know it's hard to believe, but he's actually a year younger than me. Difficult, I know. So we actually got to know each other on the rugby pitch. We played rugby together at school and at the rugby club as well at Cross Leeds. That wasn't supposed to be funny, Samba. Right, anyway. Can I carry on? Is that right? Right, anyway, like I said, I got to know him on the rugby pitch. Now, I can honestly say, the way Terry played rugby, this might be taken the wrong way, but the way he played rugby is exactly how he is with his family today. Let me explain. I'll get to it, alright, that's how I get there.
Like a chicken.
One game comes to mind more than any of us, and it was against Woodhouse Grove. I think you'll remember it pretty well. They had a little fella over from New Zealand called Sione Kepu, and he just happened to be the nephew of someone called Jonah Lomu. I don't know if anybody's called. No? No idea, yeah. But let's just say he was apparently 16, looked 30, built like a house and ran like a steam train. He actually just looked like Jonah Lomu, didn't he, basically?
It might have been John Lomu.
And luckily, Terry had the really awesome job of marking him. He was playing opposite him in the scrum. I've got to say, I was so glad I wasn't playing opposite him. I was on the other side of the scrum. And on the other side of the field, generally to wherever he was. But Terry, to be fair, he absolutely threw his body into that game. Literally, yeah. I don't know, do you remember it, Wendy? The first half, he was playing back row, Terry smashed him all over the shop. So they decided to put him to full-back in the second half. They put him to full-back second half, and he did that, straight away did that trademark John Loma run. Ran around the entire team, ran over 4 lads to his first try. And then I think he went on to score about 4 tries in that second half. No, once you stop marking him. I'm trying to big you up here, give me a chance. I'm up against it, see? Anyway, Terry came off that game, and he had stud marks all over his face, all over his body, everything. His nose was bust, his lips are... Well, it's easy to say he looked like Sloth from Goonies. That's literally what he looked like.
Hey guys.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to get to, if I can find it here, that game typifies Terry down to the bone and how he is with his family. He always gives them his all, leaves them wanting for nothing, and is fully committed to them. You know, anybody who knows him, he knows exactly that's how he is. And he knows when to be serious, when not to be, although we know that the serious part isn't very often. But I think you'll all agree he's been a fantastic dad, and he wears his heart on his sleeve, so just a little quick toast to Terry. As we all know, Terry's quite a shy fella as well, so he don't like the limelight or anything. Anyway, no, seriously, Terry's been a great mate. He's honest, mostly reliable, kind, and we're sure he will make a great husband to Kirsty. Woo! And I'm glad to say that's the same.
So that went no way like it was supposed to outside.
In rehearsal?
Yeah, that's it. Screwed. Can't follow. Anyway, no. I met Terry at university when he found the love for Jack Daniels. And then, yes, well, that's the reason why we're not going to talk about university. Because it's just not appropriate. It's just not appropriate. Not appropriate whatsoever.
Just have to say, if you know Terry, you know how most of his nights end up anyway, so don't say.
I've got the pictures to prove it, if anyone would like to see. No, but I met Terry at university, we had, it was a great time, but no, there's a few stories we're not going to go into this evening, especially about the pink tank top. It's probably my favourite story of all time. Anyone wants to know? Come and ask me afterwards. No, it's brilliant.
There's children about, we can't.
There's children about, you can't talk about it.
We're not doing it now. They don't understand. They don't understand.
We're not going to go into it. No, seriously, he's always been the same. He's got an infectious attitude to life, fun and friendly. He's just an absolute stellar fella. I've got my speech, That's mine. Jeez. Stop heckling! That's my wife heckling. Anyway, no, his attitude to life through university has followed him into later life. And there's one story I absolutely love to tell. Yeah, he was working down in London a couple of months ago, and he said, "Stucky, we're going to Brazil." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to Brazil to watch England in the World Cup." Fine. He had his passport, so he's obviously planned it. Right, we're going. We planned it military precision until he absolutely messed it up by waking my mother-in-law up with a backpack on used his phone as a torch trying to find my passport. He screwed it. We never got to Brazil. We never stayed on Copacabana Beach. We had a great time in Soho.
And your mother-in-law hates him.
Yeah, she can't stand him. Not only is he a Leeds Rhinos fan, honestly. Anyway, no, seriously, I always remember coming over to Halifax, and Tel said to me one night, he said, "Stucky, I want to go to a party." I said, "All right, fine, I've come over to see you, whatever." He said, "Stucky, I need to come to this party because I need to introduce you to someone that I fancy." I was like, "Oh, all right, cool, no problem at all." So we get to this party, we drive over. Tel's not drinking, so that tells you a lot. So we get to this party and he says, "Right, I'm looking for Kirsty." So we stood there for about an hour and a half. There's people playing beer pong and all sorts of stuff, and Tel's looking all sombre and miserable, his bottom lip's starting to go. And I'm like, "Tel, right, she's going to arrive, Anyway, about an hour into the party, this girl walked down the stairs, come in, and Terry's face lit up. He had this massive smile. If you look, he's got the same smile now. And that was it. She come in, and I knew there and then that ultimately stood here one day, and I'll be introducing a new Mrs. Michael, and that's Terry. It's absolutely made up.
We were there. Ping pong.
I think that just epitomises Terry. If you look at him, he's dedicated his life to his family with such willingness and ease. Everyone in this room could take a thing or two away from it, but above all, I think what Manny was saying, he's absolutely loyal to a T. He's kind as anything I've ever met, but above all, he's absolutely got a massive heart. Exactly what's... Now we're going to do exactly what Manny did, and we're going to raise a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs. Michael. And to also the beautiful Poppy, Theo and Evie. Thank you very much.
You don't know me. You're really quiet and retired. I'd like to thank David for that version of the story that didn't involve me having a plunger down my top whilst I first met Tara. Thanks for that. These guys here were on the same. We're on this table. We're all there at that party, and they know it were as angelic as that.
Chris has the photo.
I would absolutely like to massively thank everybody for coming today. We have proper thrown it out of the bag and hoped that we would get the people that we wanted here today by doing a christening stroke wedding, and we didn't want the formalities of the handshakes and the cakes and everything. We wanted the people that we love and that are part of our life to be here partying with us till the end of the night. My God, you're all here. Thank you so much for coming, and let's get really drunk.